Let's start with the seniors. What's important?
I would say making yourself stand out. Doing the little things that nobody is willing to do. A lot of people don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to get on the loose ball, on the floor for loose balls. They don't want to make that extra effort. Sprint down to the court whenever the ball's in front of them. They don't want to to play good sound defense all the time. I think you like I said, if you find a way to set yourself apart, and you really the biggest thing is finding what you're best at, what you do best, and then executing to the best of your ability. I think if a lot of coaches they're looking for somebody who can just one is just fundamentally sound first of all.
Now, give me
First off,
hold on, because you hit a nerve. You hit a nerve. Give me some examples of fundamentally sound for the college level.
First of all, one just knowing. For me, this is me personally, knowing how to execute a set or a play. A lot of coaches, they might not run a couple, a lot of things, but whatever they do call, you need to be able to execute that front and backwards in your sleep. Second off is playing defense. Defense is fundamental. I don't think you can really teach good defense. I think that's something that's instinctive, and that whenever you do find someone who has that embedded, you found a good thing. Thirdly, I would say being able to one catch and shoot. I think catch and shoot is something that's vital. Because you got to be able to knock down an open shot whenever you find an opportunity. And what's one last thing I can say? Being able to dribble, just being able to dribble. I think you got to be able to handle pressure. Whenever, let's say you find yourself in the wrong end of a press, you got to be able, if you don't have help coming down, you got to be able to do something with it. I have to be able to trust you with the ball in your hands, in any situation at that. So I think those are we can start with this. It's fundamentals.
Fundamentals. Not all this in and out and Euro.
Right.
Fundamentals. What are you doing with the ball?
Playing off 2 feet. I think that's fundamental.
2 feet. That's
I think that's fundamental.
Yes.
I think that's fundamental.
Yes. Fundamental, bro.
Man.
Golly. Playing off of 2 feet.
Playing off of 2.
Sure.
So if you don't know how to play off of 2 and you want to go play college ball, that's something you can practice on your own. All right, talk to that junior kid that is trying to get recruited.
Building your overall game. I think if you go into your senior year having the idea that you want to have a good season, I think this like back to finding what you do and being the best at it. I think you don't want to limit to yourself. Oh, I'm just a shooter. I'm just a slasher. I'm just doing this. I'm just doing that. I think if you can find yourself and embed yourself into become whole in your ability as a basketball player all around, I think as a junior that's a good place to start. And secondly, just being open to your role. I think we're coming back to your role. Some juniors they find themselves being a guy. Some find themselves coming off the bench, and having just to provide that spark off the bench. And like I said, whatever that is, do the best at it. Because with us, or at least with me, I'll say that nothing goes unnoticed. If I can see a guy, who's giving his 100% effort, or doing things that need to do to win, making winning plays. For juniors, I think that's important. Because I think you're ready just to take that next step. Again, it's a puzzle piece. Come putting things together at because what you were at your freshman sophomore year, that's not you're not the same. So I think constantly just building on those things. So by the time you get to your senior year, you've already looked up and you've developed it. You're in all aspects of the game. So I think just constantly just putting in that work, constantly showing up, and just getting involved and getting in networking. Networking is a big thing. Getting in front of coaches, getting to camps if you need to, and however that looks for you. I think that just needs to be done. I think me personally, I made the mistake of not really going to camps. As my junior year, but not really getting involved or in front of people like I should have, and I think that kind of hurt me on the back end. So my advice to juniors, on top of all that I said, one, and secondly, just to networking and get to know people, get in front of people, so that you having a good idea of where you at by the time you get to that senior year, or so you can just decide on what you need to do, and that's just the biggest thing.
Juniors, what he's saying, fine tune your game and then go network and get your name out there. Because I feel like a lot of seniors or a lot of juniors, they do it backwards. They go network, but they game don't speak up. Make
Right.
sure you fine tune you around all around player. Be versatile. Be able to dribble left hand, right hand, finish off 2 feet, catch and shoot, defend like coach is saying, and also be able to defend and be relentless and star in whatever role it is. Whatever, everybody has some type of identity. Make sure that you find your identity and be great at that. Be the best at that. If it's going to be rebounding, if it's going to be diving on the ground for the 50-50s, it's going to be the most coachable kid, like whatever it is. Make sure that you are out there doing that and be special at that and be consistent.